Welcome to Mark's Motorsports and Farming channel. This video serves as a recap of my first time ever racing. So, yes, I was able to run in the ice race, the last one that they have for the season. So, that season is officially in the books now, and thankfully I was able to participate. And on that note, thanks goes out to Demolition Derby for Life, who happened to be there and was able to run this camera for me while I ran in my race. And as you guys can tell just from looking here, the pit area was a muddy mess that day. So, and there was standing water on the track as well, which I don't know how well the camera picked that up during the videos, but anyway, I got onto the track for the heat race, and then somewhere along the line, this tire ended up blowing out on me. And from what I can tell so far, it looks like somehow the tube got punctured, and that I can still use this tire yet. But if I find anything more than that, then certainly let you guys know. But I mean, I didn't even know that this tire had blown until I was told afterwards that it had happened. So it must be the passenger side that drives this whole truck. Is a big part of why I didn't know it was like that is because number one being it was the track was ice, and number two being I was able to move at the same speed after this happened as I was at the start of the race. So being that this happened during the heat race, that was just enough to keep me out of the feature race. So it does kind of suck in a way that in the respect that I ended up finishing dead last in the heat race, and that because I finished dead last in the heat race, I would have started the feature race at the front of the pack. But I know finishing dead last in a race does not sound all that appealing, but at the same time, it was still a good experience for me to have, and it's something that I should be able to keep doing. Especially now that I have a vehicle that's all that's built for it and is able to go again. So and the spare tire that came with this is still kind of stuck underneath the truck bed here in its factory position. Yeah, the camera's picking it up or not, but there you guys. I think you guys can see where it's at. sitting up in there. Yeah, I mean, we might have lost just enough daylight outside to where you guys can't see it, but I did my best to show it. But anyway, it appears that there's, it's mostly just a matter of, a couple of bolts on each side that, I mean, I'll have to grab the disc grinder and something and actually cut them off, because pretty sure they're rusted too much to move. And so yeah, that's the only other thing to investigate is, how exactly, if there's anything more than just that bracket holding that on there or not. Yeah, yeah. Once I'm able to get that down, then then I can stud that tire and make sure it holds there and so forth, so that if I were to run into the same problem again, then I'd have a spare that just jack it up and do a swap and yeah, you can tell that spring's getting close when you hear those stupid birds like that. So hopefully you guys can still hear me yet, even with all the bird noise. But yeah, I guess now it's mostly a matter of trying to find some tires with rims, that we have sitting around the place here, and we can take these studded tires back off of here and then put regular road type tires on, and I can pull this truck back out of the shed here and store it outside for the summer months, and then yeah, there was a guy that actually helped me get these stud tires mounted onto the rims and so forth, and me and him both thought that would work to have the pattern that I do on here. But I mean, the front ones here I think will still work, but he thought that, but the guy that helped me with these tires thought that part of the reason that this tire blew out on me is because there aren't enough studs here to to keep a driving tire, so to speak, off the ice enough, so yeah, you can kind of tell here, I went, the pattern I went was, 2 studs here, 1 stud there, 2 studs here, 1 stud there, he thought that, rather than a 2-in-1 pattern like I just talked about, he thought that 3-in-2 pattern would be better. So one way to go with that type of a pattern is every spot like this, where I just have a single stud, I can put one on this side of it and one on this side of it, then be able to do a 3-in-2 pattern that way. So yeah, I initially tried to double these tires, as a way to protect the tube from the heads of the studs, but apparently that work too good on, at least on this one. I mean, I did spread goop around the bottom and the inside there where the heads of the studs are, but I guess for some reason that must have got too smeary or whatever, and rubbed just enough to where one of the heads might have rubbed into the tube and allowed the tire to blow out. So yeah, that'll be another thing to investigate. I guess I could do a little more research, to see if I can get the double tire idea to work, like I was initially hoping to do, but then that would be a way to solve that problem. Is still do the double and tube, and then that way that would eliminate the risk of having the tube rub onto the heads of the studs, and have a blowout like I talked about. Yeah, that would be one way to do it. And then another thing, and that the guy has been doing that helped me get these tires swapped, is there is some sort of slime stuff that you can get, and then so still have a tubeless tire setup, whereas I went with tubes as a way to help keep them up and not blow out, along with the goop that I was talking about a little bit ago. So yeah, it'll be a long time before another race comes up, that I can run in with this truck. So it's definitely time to, where I'm able to do a little more investigating, and as far as what the best way would be to go to lower the chances of having another blowout. So yeah, I have not posted the video just yet of the race that I was actually in with this truck, but it will be coming up somewhat soon, I should say. And just it depends which racing video I have to put up next. Yeah, there were 16 videos I counted, that got recorded all together from that day, and including the one that I actually ran in. So, and 10 out of the 16 were from one class. So that includes the two that I already put up. So yeah, I could very well go back to 2 videos a day, and then I can put one ice racing video up and one snowcross video up each day until the ice racing ones are up, and then which I might start doing next week. But But yeah, towards the end of the race, I ran in with this truck, the outlaw class, that I raced in with this. Towards the end of that race, I was finally starting to get to the point, where I could try to step on the gas a little bit more and, see if I can try to keep up with the rest of the vehicles that race in my class. And then at that point, the race was over, and then I found out afterwards about the blown tire, and then I couldn't, I had no other opportunity with this truck after that happened, because I wasn't able to swap tires or anything to where I could run in the feature race, and where I had a chance to do what I just talked about, and get on the gas a little bit more, and either hold them off, being that I would have started in the front of the pack, or at minimum try to keep up with them a little bit more. So, but anyway, that should pretty well be a recap of the first racing experience I've ever had. So, and then the off season, I'll do as much investigating as I can, to prevent blown tires again. So with that, I thank you guys for watching my videos. I certainly appreciate that, and be sure to keep watching the channel for upcoming videos. Be sure to click on the like button, and if you haven't already, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And once you're subscribed, then be sure to click on the bell, and you'll get notified whenever a new video is posted to the channel. Be sure to follow Mark's Motorsports and Farming channel on Facebook as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you later.